So hello, peace be upon you. Welcome to another episode of the Happiness Revolution, where I talk about age-old wisdom that's been taught throughout the ages that we've forgotten and we're desperately losing out because of it. Age-old wisdom that just makes our life really easy. I should just say I'm finding it really hard to concentrate upwards. It's weird. I don't know. I'm using a webcam and a better microphone. Well, that's the good news, right? Because the sound was terrible before. Just so you know, I'm finding it a bit hard to concentrate. But anyway, let's carry on. So I was saying, basically, this kind of stuff will change your life. It's not something that I know especially. It's stuff that just hasn't been explained very well to people who aren't used to hearing this age-old wisdom. Is kind of being explained in a really boring way in the past. So maybe I can help explain this age-old wisdom, that spiritual wisdom that people have kind of forgotten or left out because they've seen religion as this terrible thing and they've kind of thrown out everything to do with it. But as I'm going to explain, as I do explain in all my videos, this stuff changes your life really easily. So in this particular video I want to talk about 3 things that business people and revolutionaries have in common. And so yeah, those 3 things will make you a good business person. And the first thing I want to talk about, quite randomly out of the 3, there's no particular order is what I mean, is that they have this personality. When they see a mountain, they will, as in a mountain that gets in the way of achieving their goal, they will walk straight through it. Okay, what does that mean? It means 2 things. It means they have vision, long, distant vision, and they have not just vision, not just ideas, but they have the will to keep pushing until the job is done. So those are 2 crucial things in one idea, one of the 3 ideas. So I want to build it. I want to talk about that a bit more, because how do you get vision? When you have vision, you have to have belief in what you're trying to do. You know, when what's his name, Steve Jobs, who used to own Apple, when he used to always say about his product that this changes everything, he really believed that it really did change everything, right? And it did change a lot of stuff. I don't think it necessarily made the world a better place, because a product is a product, but it's when people are good, the product becomes a good thing. When people are bad, it becomes a bad thing. So in many ways, because people are bad in the sense that they haven't accepted or understood spiritual values, they've turned Apple's products into a thing where they absorb themselves in the product and they forget the world around them. Whereas it can be an amazing tool to connect to people. You get that point. Okay, so that's one. Okay, you gotta have this thing where if you see a mountain in front of you, which you will definitely see, this is a very important thing that all business people, real business people, not like drug addict type, or not drug dealer type business people who want to make a difference, get a new product out there. Business people and revolutionaries, they'll both see this. They will see mountains in their way, and when they see that mountain, they have the vision to see beyond the mountain, and they have the will to push forward. They have the persistence, they'll have the patience to go through the bad stuff to make sure they go through that. So that's one. Yeah, so what's number 2? The next one that comes to my mind out of the 3 is they are willing to work 14 hours a day. What does that mean? First of all, people talk about, oh, I wish I was a business person. Oh. If you really want to be that person, you've got to work hard at it. You've just got to work hard. You've got to have this thing in you that you've got to have the drive to put the hours in. What I'm trying to say is, you can't expect to be, you can't say, oh, I wish I was this and that, and then be lazy. Okay? Yeah, you got to be tough. You got to be tough enough to work 14 hours a day. But having said that, I want to say something really important. You've got to balance it with family life. So you might be saying, how can you work 14 hours a day and have family life? I call your family duties as part of your work, but you're willing to work. Be tough on yourself for 14 hours a day. That's the idea. So if it's taking care of your family plus whatever, I work at home, from home, so it's all mixed up for me. But I make sure I keep working. My job is fun anyway, is kind of researching different things and making different things happen. So hopefully, people who are entrepreneurs love their work anyway, so working 14 hours a day isn't that hard. It's kind of like working 14 hours a day on your hobby and your family and all that kind of stuff, like I said. So the point is that you can't be lazy. You can't say, I want to be a revolutionary and or a business person, or both, whatever, because a business person is a kind of revolutionary, isn't it? You're kind of changing the way things are done, right? You can't be lazy. What was the third thing? Oh yes, this is one I love. And it's sort of metaphorical. You're willing to carry heavy loads on your back in a strange town that you know. In a strange town, in the sense that I keep looking down on the screen. I should be looking at the webcam. Yeah, I was saying, you should be able to carry heavy loads in a town in a town that you haven't been in before, where everybody's a stranger to you. What is that about? Why is that really important? It's a little bit about hard work, but it's about a strange kind of humility stroke carelessness. And that's so important. Basically, the point is that if you want to be a revolutionary or a business person who wants to make a change in the industry, if you're a business person, or in the world, society-wise, if you're a pure revolutionary, everybody's going to tell you you're not going to be able to do it. And this idea, if you imagine, of doing incredibly hard work and looking stupid, and not caring about it, and putting the sweat and tears and whatever, and looking stupid basically non-stop, that is what the idea behind what's it called, carrying heavy loads on your back in a strange town is about. So I love the way, so all these ideas, by the way, are taught by spiritual leaders and all spiritual ideas are all connected, yeah? So I kind of repeat these kind of things, and so these spiritual ideas are taught in really cool ways, right? They're images which you can keep in your head that help you remember what you've got to be a successful entrepreneur, business person, or revolutionary. One and the same thing, really. Yeah, you can use your business and I do, to make a difference in the world. Not just money-wise, not just technologically-wise, but socially even. So, yeah, that's basically all I've got to say in this video. Hope it wasn't too annoying in the beginning, because it was really weird for me. I kind of mentioned the webcam thing. Anyway, yeah, so the kind of stuff I want to end with is, please subscribe, like the video, ask questions is the most important thing for me. Nobody's asking questions at the moment, but it doesn't bother me really. Well, it does in a way that I would like you to, and I believe eventually people will. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.